In this video, we're going to talk about Sherlee Johnson's protector is dying, and she has an impossible choice. Alrighty then, this is a comic book review of The Curse of Sherlee Johnson, issue number 2 in the Spawn universe, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. Alright, so previously in The Curse of Sherlee Johnson was the last victim of Billy Kincaid, the infamous and grotesque child murderer. She awakens to find herself alone and trapped in hell. That is, until a stranger arrives. And we begin this issue with this stranger, and they're having this monologue, communicating with each other like, come on, Simon, tell us again how a vampire ends up in hell. And I wonder if I don't think they're talking about Sherlee Johnson, but they're like, yeah, and how you whacked that old sorcerer for this medallion. They're like, later, we'll talk about this when we get back. But for now, take the eye like we practice. Gentle hands, steady hearts. I failed her once and we get that reveal, but God's grace has led us back. Now he commands us to seek the lost and bring them home. And once we cross over, let's try not to, he didn't finish the sentence, but they're trying not to fail. So it seems like they're clearly here for Sherlee Johnson, not for blood, but on a mission. But things go sideways real fast when the team comes across a nightmarish, whatever the heck that thing is. That's third world ugly. Well, then again, it's not even part of the world. It's in another realm, another dimension. That's hell, So that's the monster that you see right there that we ended off in the first issue of The Curse of Sherlee Johnson, where she puts her little tendrils through Sherlee Johnson's heart, and we see the heart of Sherlee Johnson at the tip of it all right there. But the thing is, Sherlee Johnson, she's been through so much because ever since she died, she's been repeating her death for who knows how long. We guesstimate maybe 30 years because that's the age of the comics or something like that. But now she's twisted and corrupt, fueled by vengeance and rage. And she's pissed. Like, let's try that again. But this time, try and make some real damage, and bites off one of the arms of this killer right there, this demon. And the swordsman, you see like these electrical little power surges or whatnot. He's like, no, not again. Can't control it, please run. And Sherlee Johnson's like, run? That freaking spider bitch ripped off your arm, took my freaking heart. Hell no, I ain't running. I can fix this. She's confident now. She's mustering up. Like, if you're facing death and constant death every time for however many times or however many years she's faced it, eventually you're gonna get sick and tired of that. So she's like, even if I gotta rip off every leg and every eye of that bug-eyed freak, I'm fighting. And that bug-eyed freak from hell does not like that talk. You coming at me with all that disrespect? Here you go. I'm gonna send my kids. Eat, feed, flesh, take it on. And this guy who's here to rescue Sherlee Johnson, like, no, this is bad. This is too many of them. I can't get to her. Sherlee Johnson, I'm over here. By God, we finally found you again. We come to take you home. And Sherlee's like, okay, who are you? I don't know you. I gotta deal with all this smoke first, and we'll deal with each other later. But Sherlee believes in her monologue that God left her down here to rot. No better than Spawn or the bad man, and that's in the previous issue. I prayed to him. All I got back was silence and pain. And speaking of pain, I've dealt with pain long enough as these little spider minion kids go up to her ready to devour her. Now this guy is like, you have to come with me. And Sherlee's like, screw you, I want all this smoke. And this guy really trying to be here on a mission for God, like, Sherlee, please, you have to listen to me. Like, I failed him once, I'm not gonna fail again. And Sherlee's like, screw the God that sent you. And I hope he's watching. So he's coming, and I'm coming for him too. Now, keep in mind, she's been through a lot with all this death. So for her to say that, I don't think she really means that. It's just her speaking in the moment because she's fueled by vengeance and rage. And she's like, I don't need you or him. Talk about separation right there. And that's something else to be saying right there. But then again, she's been through a lot. How can you fault the girl at this point? And she looks back at the swordsman. This is my fault. I'm not leaving him. He lost his friends. He lost his family. And he still helped me. So I'm going to help him back. And the swordsman's like, you're wrong. I didn't lose him, so get away. Don't want to hurt you too. Relax, says Sherlee. I can fix this. Nothing you say will. And the swordsman gets pissed at all this power surging that just happened right now. I killed him, and I killed them all, and I will do it again. And this power surge just goes off, in him, and it sends off this ripple where we see Spawn, Nyx, the Queen of Hell, whoever that eyed freak is, Violet. It's this time rip of all that's happening, and even we see She Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn. So is this the same ripple that happened in Spawn issue 300 and 301, or is this another independent event? This is crazy right here, but we'll see how this all ties in, because this all ties into the Spawn universe. So meanwhile, this guy, this sorcerer or whatever, is like, I sense it, an awakening here of all places. Last one was 70,000 years ago, and it ended with the new ruler on the throne, and now an imposter queen attacks Earth. This isn't a coincidence. Okay, so that ripple that the swordsman did, it's independent from Spawn issue 301, because now he's talking about Nyx, because the last time that happened, what transpired is Nyx, the Queen of Hell, attacked on Earth. As in the Spawn storyline, all hell on Earth is breaking loose, and that's the last issue we covered was Spawn issue 365 or 366. That is taking place in the current Spawn storyline. So now this sorcerer is like, knights, my plans have changed. I know where they are. Call in my strongest. The ripple has begun. Leave now. Bring me the swordsman, the guy who had that ripple power surge right now. Whatever it takes. If the girl interferes, kill her. Violator's no longer an issue. Why are you gonna spoil us like that? Violator's no longer an issue? At least for now it is, but time is so short and they need to go as fast as they can. So now this other agent of that sorcerer or whatnot, and this guy with the eyes is like, Belazico off the leash again, looking near flesh-bound souls like some lost mutts. And the guy, Belazico's like, Crimson, I was looking for you. I got something that'll interest you. 2 unknown anomalies. There's a girl. All right, spare me your crush on humans, all right, little freak? So, yeah, I mean, whoever this guy with the eyes is, he means business. So, Belazico is like, she's got to protect her. That power surge you felt, that was him. Raw, untamed power. And Crimson's like, why didn't you leave with that? Take me to him now. And so they go to the territory, and Belazico's like, Crimson, look, it's not going to be easy. I don't care. You get the girl. I'll smash anything that gets in my way. God willing, this one won't die too quick. Seems like he's power hungry. So Curse of Sherlee Johnson. Sherlee Johnson's like, one day, that's all it's been. So it's been one day for her, but because you're in hell, time operates differently than it does on Earth. But for Spawn, it's been many, many years. So a day since the bad man killed me for the last time. So this guy looking to bring Sherlee Johnson home, whatever that home is, I'm gonna assume it's heaven. They're like, okay, that creature, he burned them all. So his kids are like, who is that man? How can he do something like that? And he responds, that is not a man. That's judgment wrapped in flesh and flame. And so Sherlee Johnson wakes up and she goes into her monologue again. Since Spawn bailed again, then that stranger showed up, but something in my gut knew him. Same pain, same emptiness, just like me. She's talking about the swordsman. I thought he'd be my shield. Turns out he was just a freaking bomb. And when he went off, the ground burned, mountains crumbled, and it was just all heck break loose. But he looks like he's on a mission right now. And Shirley's like, I knew it. You're back in one piece. And he goes in for the attack on Sherlee Johnson, and Sherlee Johnson's like, wait a minute, I've been fighting to protect you. What are you doing? And she cracked. But this guy who comes in here on the mission is like, oh, I hear you, Lord. I hear you loud and clear. This time, I won't fail. Whatever it costs, I will do it. I have no soul to offer, so take what's left of my body, all right? So Shirley cracked down because she knew she was about to get ended, but that happened. He sacrificed himself to save her, slowing down that blade. But the light inside of Sherlee Johnson, it didn't break. It caught fire. So she's fueled by vengeance and rage again. And Swordsman's like, okay, what the heck? So this guy who protects Sherlee Johnson, I'm gonna hold him back. And Shirley's like, no more running. And the guy's like, wait a minute, what's going on with you, Sherlee Johnson? I just saved your life. This can't be you. You're still in there. I know it. He's like, he can hear you. He's too far. When the guy trying to save Sherlee Johnson's like, he can't hear you. He's too far gone. Is that why you're turning? And something's changing inside of Sherlee Johnson. Even the swordsman's like, I don't like this change. And this change cannot be good. What have I done? And Sherlee Johnson, because of that ripple, she's like, I feel stronger. This power ain't mine, but I'm taking it. I'm taking all of it. One day, And already she's not the same girl who died yesterday. So it's one day for her, but many thousands of years on Earth. And that's just crazy, man. That is the end of The Curse of Sherlee Johnson. Issue number 2, where her protector is dying, but Sherlee Johnson's impossible choice, which you face death that many times with all that horrific stuff, you're gonna fight back eventually. But now she's getting more power, and when she has more power, Spawn is fueled by rage, and if she's having Spawn's power, there ain't no telling what's gonna happen with this girl when these people try to save her. So I thought this issue was definitely interesting, and looking forward to issue number 3. So what you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know, and don't forget to check out RatedComics.com for some really cool limited print rated comic exclusives to add to your comic book collection, and other comics as well. Support the art, support the industry. With all that being said, thank you again for watching. Till the next upload.